Hey everyone, my name's Kat and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am so excited to be finally making this video. I met Niall Horan on Thursday the 7th of June at Margaret Court Arena here in Melbourne, and I've been waiting since 2011 to make a video like this and share my experience, and it finally happened and I'm so happy and excited and stoked. I've watched so many videos like this over the years and I've just been waiting and waiting and waiting until I could finally make my video. In no way am I here to brag, like everyone says that, of course it's like a disclaimer, but I just thought that I would share my experience because, you know, it's something so exciting and important to me and I love watching all these videos, as I said. So stay tuned, here's my story.
What happened, Jess?
Oh my gosh, I don't even.
We met Niall finally.
And I'm so happy.
Yay!
Why don't you come on over? I can just let you go. Oh, baby. Just meet me in the middle.
He loves when everybody's watching. She loves the way everybody moves. She loves the way they all go like they say. She loves nobody else. Come on, mama. Let the time come and take me. Don't let the time come and wash us away. Don't let the time come and take me. Far from with you and I won't stay. So don't let the time come and take me. You can't start a fire without a spark. This time's a lot. Come on, mama. Even if it stands in the dark.
So 2 days ago, which was Thursday, the day finally came around. I've been counting down for the longest time. And my best friend Jess and I got to Margaret Court Arena at about 2:45, 3 o'clock, and we went and checked in where the people gave us a meet and greet wristband, which just looked like this. And then a ticket, which is that. I don't even know if this is going to focus, but you get the gist. And then they gave us this lanyard, which like everyone's probably seen, which has a VIP meet and greet and then the picture of Niall and then like VIP, all that. So then we went and lined up outside and we had to write down our question for the sound check. And after that, they took us inside and we could hear Niall sound checking, and he was singing the song Stay with Alessia Cara and Zed. So he was sound checking that with his band and he did it like 5 times and we could all hear it through the door, and it was really quiet. Like people weren't really freaking out. There were a couple of us who I know like from Twitter, and if you're watching this, we were all like going up to the door and listening, and yeah, it was just really exciting. So once that was all done, we were just like sort of hanging around this line, and Jess and I were at the back of the line, and then we got told that we were going into the sound check and we were having that first before meeting Niall. So I was like kind of relieved because I wanted to see his face first before I actually had to like walk in there and just be like, hey. So that was really cool. We went into the sound check after waiting, I'd say maybe an hour or so in that line out there, and Jess and I got second row. We thought we were going to be at the back of like a meet and greet section, but we actually got second row, a couple of seats away from where our concert seats were, so it was super close. And then after a little bit, Niall came out and I wasn't wearing my glasses, so I could see him, but he was like a little bit blurry, but I didn't want to wear my glasses before my meet and greet photo because then I would have had like the glasses lines here on my makeup and it would have just been a mess. But anyway, that's kind of irrelevant to the story. So Niall came out and he sang On the Loose, Far Away and You and Me. I can't even remember the order because I was just so shook. His voice was incredible. He actually said he woke up that morning and he tweeted about it saying that he had no voice. And that, yeah, so I was like, the hell, he sounded so good for someone who woke up with no voice, let me just tell you that. And he was just so funny and answering the questions, like he would go on tangents and he kept saying like, not that anyone cares. And I was like, of course we care, like it's interesting, you're right in front of us, like hello. But yeah, he was just so, it's just making me so happy talking about it. He just was so excited to be there, and he's just got such a good personality. I love him so much. And anyway, I think the sound check went for about 45 minutes or so, maybe a bit less, maybe a bit more. Ignore the dog barking in the background. It's someone across the roads. Anyway, so sound check finished. He noticed Isha. I was so excited for her. I was just like, yes, it's what she deserves. But yeah, it was so good. And then after the sound check ended, they were like, okay, everyone with your purple wristbands, come up this way. So we walked up the stairs, and then it was literally in the foyer of the arena where we met him, like in the corridor. Like, it was the most random spot. I've been to another meet and greet before, which was for Justin Bieber, and they took us like underground backstage in this like special room, and it was like really strict security. But this was so relaxed. Like, people could have easily snuck in if they wanted to, I reckon. But anyways, so what happened was we lined up sort of towards the middle to the end of the line, and I had been planning on sort of what I was going to say to Niall for ages, but I never still really quite knew what I wanted to say. So I was going to be like, hey, I'm Kat. Like, 15-year-old me would be crying, but 21-year-old me is cool. But I was like, no, that's like, I don't know. I just thought it was like a bit lame. So I remembered that a year ago I spoke to Niall on the radio with Fitzy and Whipper, and I'll insert the clip here now so you can hear that.
Go ahead, Fitzy. You've got Niall Horan on the line.
I'm a big fan, Niall.
How you going? Kat in Parramatta, welcome to the show. Got a question for Niall.
Yes, so hi Niall.
Oh, it's Kat.
My question is, you've been so sneaky with the new album, but can you tell us how many songs were written during the album process, or are there still more to come?
Yeah, I've written too many songs. I've probably written about 40,
Wow.
50 maybe.
But is there a lot?
There's a lot of crap in there.
Yeah, I was about to say, is there
Yeah.
a list where you went, nah, push that to the side? and-
Yeah.
How many are you really, really happy about? Like, how
I
many-
ended up fully recorded because I recorded the album with a full live band.
Yeah.
So I had to pick, instead of wasting everyone's time, I picked all the songs that I would actually
Focus on.
Yeah,
focus
sure.
on. So I recorded about 16 or 17, and then after listening to production and stuff, whittled it down, and I'm still in that kind of process now and trying to figure out what number I'm going to
Right, okay.
But like Slow Hands, when you have a song like that and you've written it, straight away do you go, oh, I've got something here?
Slow Hands was a bit of a grower for me.
Was it?
Yeah, well, I really liked it when I was writing it, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I was kind of milling about in my head between that song and another song, and then I kind of let everyone else around me pick what the single would be.
You
And
made
I
a good
played
decision.
to my mates, played it to family and stuff like that, and these are people who listen to the radio. So
Yeah.
That was me speaking to Niall on the radio last year. I couldn't believe it. It was like the first time I've ever spoken to him. Like, I've been close to him at concerts and stuff before, but that was just, I was so excited and happy that had happened. So I was like, well, maybe I can say something about that, and because it's been a year, it's kind of relevant. So anyways, like, the line just keeps rolling and rolling, and you see the cameras flashing, and it gets to my turn, and the security guard was like, how are you? And I was like, I'm okay. And I was like, I was fine. I was pretty relaxed, but still a bit stressed. So then he goes, okay, come in. So I come in, and Niall's still with one of my friends, Belinda. Shout out to you, girl. I was watching them chat to each other, and then he turned around, and I was like, hi, it's so nice to finally meet you. And then I went up to him and hugged him, and he smelt so good. It was just amazing. I just loved it. And then I took a step back, and I was like, hi, I'm Kat, and a year ago we spoke on the radio. And he goes, what? And like, in a nice way. And I must have been like, oh God, like, what have I done? What have I said? Like, wow. And then I was like, a year ago we spoke on the radio. And then I was like, and look at us now, we're here. And I did like that thing. And he was like, we're backstage in Melbourne, like, the background's here, and which is like his Niall Horan background. And I was like, what the heck? Like, I was like, yeah. And I like tapped the background. Like, we were both so awkward. Anyway, story of my life. And yeah, and then we just like both kind of laughed, and I was like, yep, this is happening. And then we went to take the picture, and I put my arms like across him, and he wasn't hugging me back, and I was like, I need the hugging picture, like that's all. And I was like, can we do the hugging one? And he was like, yeah, sure. So then he put his arm across me and we hugged, and I took the picture, which I will insert now. So yeah, that was incredible. And then I was kind of a bit stressed, so I just sort of said thanks. I was like, thanks, bye, and just literally walked off. Like I don't even think, like I think I turned around and looked at him and said thanks, but I was a mess. So I walked out. I was just so happy. I thought that I would cry, but I didn't. So go me, proud of myself. But I was really happy, and someone that I know said they saw me afterwards and said that like I was smiling so much, and I was really happy. So that meant a lot to me, and yeah, it was just incredible to like finally meet Niall after, you know, 7 years. Little me would have been shook, and I'm still shook at 21. But it was just such an amazing, oh, I thought my camera died. Wow, it didn't. It was such an amazing moment for me, and I'm just really happy that my photo turned out really well. Sorry, my cat is scratching at the door. So anyways, I went and ate some food, had a drink, went in down to our seats, which were in the second row in the middle, as I've said before. And then this security lady like came barging over to me and Jess, and she was like, excuse me, I need to see your tickets. And I thought, we're in trouble. I was like, what have we done? But she just had to give us this like green wristband to say that we were allowed to sit in the first 2 rows, because that's where our seat was. But yeah, anyway, Niall came out. Well, Maren Morris came out first. She was his support act, and she was so good. And not many people were standing up, which was kind of disappointing, because, you know, like I didn't really know many of her songs, but, you know, stood up, got to support the girls. But she was so good, and her voice was amazing, and it was really cool to watch her perform up there. And then after her, Niall came out, and straight away when he was singing On the Loose, he looked right at me, because like I was dancing and like being a mess. He looked right at me, like the eye contact was real, and I was just like, this is too much to deal with. And then sort of just like throughout the show, he looked at a lot of people, but, you know, it was so amazing how he just like look at you and like see you dancing. Sorry about that. I had to swap cameras because I was using my sister's, which had a viewfinder, and this one doesn't, so I don't know if this is okay, and the quality is probably a lot worse. But anyways, so concert was incredible, and I just loved every minute of it. You can tell how much Niall loves being up on the stage, and he went hard. He gave it everything. He just was enjoying himself so much, and he loves Melbourne, as we all know, so he kept like making references to being home, and it was just really like a lovely concert, and I had so much fun dancing. I loved when he told us to put our phones down in Flickr, because, you know, it's such a special and meaningful song to him, and, you know, everybody just goes like this all the time in concerts. We're all guilty of it. I like filming some of my favorite songs or parts of songs just so that I can have that memory. But, you know, just to put the phone down for that moment, being there and being present and just embracing everything was really special, and I loved that. I'm still so happy and excited about it all, and you can just tell that he loves being up there on the stage. You know, he values his band so much. He was saying in the Soundcheck how most artists will have their band at the back or somewhere where they can't be seen or distributed randomly throughout the stage, whereas he's close to everyone in his band. So his 2 guitar players are next to him, you know, the drummer, piano player, like everyone, violin, can't forget him. Everyone's just there, like, and he can interact with all of them, and I think that is such a nice and special thing, and that he thinks so deeply about that kind of stuff. I don't know, it's just a good team effort, and I don't know, I'm being really cheesy and rambling now, but I just had the most incredible time at the concert, and oh, I'm just so happy that I finally got to meet him, even though I was like a bit of a mess. Well, I wasn't a mess, like I was okay, but I don't know, I was just, it was really random what I decided to say, and like I could have said like, have a good show, have fun, but I'm just like, you know what? No regrets. I waited so long for this moment. I loved my picture. I had an amazing time. Just all around a good night. So I hope you enjoyed my experience. I also bought this top, the On the Loose top. Gotta rip that merch. And what else did I get? Oh, I got this poster. I don't even know if I'll be able to show it, but it should fit in here, which is signed, and everyone who has the meet and greet gets this. So it's got black and white photo, Niall Horan. I don't even know if you can see this. And it's signed down the bottom here in gold. And this is number 434 out of 5,500. But yeah, it was such a wonderful night. I'm just so happy and thankful. And Niall, I don't think you'll see this, but if you do, keep doing what you're doing. I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait until the next tour. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions, like probably no one will, but message me down below or tweet me, follow me on Instagram, all that jazz. Now I'm trying to sound like a real YouTuber, just gotta stop. But anyway, thank you so much for watching.
You gonna sing it loud?
And I hope that we can do this for a lot of years, because I fucking love this. I'd do this forever. And I love you very much, and I hope you have a safe trip home. Can you give it to me one last time for mirrors? Are you ready? Let's do it.